turn around 3 times. Start shooting.
Welcome everybody to another edition of the live stream of the ongoing fall season of the ESL India Premiership 2017 final session, brought to you by Omen by HP, HyperX and Zavi by BenQ, organized by the lovely folks of Northern Gaming. I'm your host Vagish Kotslebhan, and today we have some really intense matches lined up for you guys. So quickly, without wasting any much more time, let's take a look at the first match in the offing. We have a Mrin Lakar versus Abhi, a best of 5 Clash Royale. So let's quickly take a look at the players here. Alright, starting with our man Mrin from Guwahati. Now he's a top player in the Indian Clash Royale scene, won the 2016 Masters of the ESL India Premiership. Now he did not enjoy a good run in the summer season of ESL India Premiership 2017. He attended the finale but failed to make a big win over there. Quite a surprise. In fact, in the fall season, the player finished 6th despite winning 4 matches, which tells a lot about the ongoing tough situation in the Masters League. Everybody's literally becoming pro left, right, center. Now his opposition, Sushil Abhi, he's from Delhi. He's a Delhiite. He's been playing the game since it released last year. When he's not playing Clash Royale, he's a student in school. He entered the ESL India Premiership 2017 through the Starter Cups and literally climbed his way up from there. He got promoted to the Semptember Master League after a stellar performance in the August Challenger League. So will Sushil Abhi stand out today against the behemoth, the once erstwhile behemoth called Mrin Lakar, or is it going to be Mrin Lakar's day? We'll find out all about it soon enough when the best of 5 Clash Royale happens. So let's get on with our popcorn.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is your host from a different country today. And my name is Gautam Workaholic with
Canada.
Yes.
And this is Manoj Supergorla.
And this guy has no last name. Sushil is
Abhi. That's it.
He's now. Yeah. Abhi just means now.
Now.
Like Abhi.
He's living in the now. He's living in the present. He doesn't need a future. He doesn't need a past. Like, what does your family name tell you? Where you come from? Right? That's in the past. He doesn't need it.
Just currently he's Sushil.
That's it. Abhi is Sushil. Okay.
Maybe we'll call him Sushil Snow.
Sushil Snow. No. He's Indian, right?
Yeah. Sand. Is he Sand? Sushil Sand.
Spice.
Sushil Spices. Sushil Abhi Spice. and versus our winner,
Golden Boy.
Golden Boy, actually, from the first ever Clash Royale thing we've done.
And that was just like as soon as we said Golden Boy, he just threw a really, really horrible fireball. I don't know.
No, but he's struggling mostly against these newer players. And guys, keep in mind, Sushil is a new player who stepped into the Master League right now from the Challenger League.
And he's leading it right now.
And he's 13 years old.
13 years old and leading it.
Yes, I'm sure his parents are probably watching this also. And please do accompany the child if he's coming to the LAN event. It's not that it's a dangerous place, but he's 13, man. I'm sure his parents will come with him. If not, then they really it's a mature 13-year-old. They're like, you can go alone. Or maybe he's from Hyderabad. Who knows? If he's from Hyderabad, then it's just perfect for him, because our next LAN event, which is coming on October 14th.
It's gonna happen in Hyderabad.
Yes, it's gonna happen at the Hyderabad Comic Con. This is where all the action is gonna go down. In Hyderabad, that's a place to be. All the Clash Royale top players are gonna come down there and show us what they're really made of. Because you can play from home, that's one thing, but playing in front of your opponent is a whole different thing altogether. So
it adds that level of mind games to them.
yes, so a lot of back and forth action right now. No one kind of coming out as a big winner here. But
So Mrin is definitely trying something different with the Ice Wiz and the Barbarian Hut.
I'm hungry. I'm hungry for action. And this seems to be like what's the win conditions here we're looking at? Let's start from Mrin.
Mrin looks like Mrin's win condition is actual pushing, not just tower chip damage or anything. He has a fireball, but right now he looks like he's mostly using it for defense or to kill the princess along with a little bit of chip damage, like right now.
Nice fireball there, taking care of the princess, but Inferno Dragon struggling there with a lot of units on the floor. Had to drop an Electro Wizard because he didn't have the log there. Some damage taken. However, Princess trying to make something happen off the Ice Wizard, who will go down there. Princess will be able to take another shot any day now.
Ooh, really good chance for the log.
Log should be coming
Waiting
in now.
for the barrel there.
That was a nice job there at a nice log bait, but because Mrin is
He had
pretty
the
good,
Meganite.
yes, he knew, and he waited. He didn't bait out the log there. He didn't let the log get baited because he's the master of
Baiting. That's
God damn it! We just started this conversation that maybe Sushil's parents are watching this match, and this is we are responsible citizens here for esports community. But coming back to the game, this has gone into overtime already. 2 minutes left of overtime, and barrel seems to be the only thing that doing some kind of chip damage on the Mrin's bottom right tower there. However, Mrin also has a lot of damage done on the top right corner also.
Dude, it almost feels like this is going to end in a draw.
Yeah, unless someone makes a horrible mistake, which I think at this level is not possible. The log will come out again.
Horrible mistake!
Able to, kind of clear up that mistake fairly quickly. However,
You know what, Gautam? I think we should start like saying good things about the players. As soon as we say something good, we see something horrible.
yeah,
You want to test out my theory?
you start.
Another good luck. That was too easy, man. That one doesn't count.
Yeah.
So anyway, I again say that I think this is going to end up in a draw.
Yeah, it looks like it's going to end up in a draw. But 800 health, maybe another mistake. Maybe he drops the barrel in a completely different direction. I don't know. There's not a lot of space where you can draw the barrel. But, the game really comes down to that rock, paper, scissors kind of situation where, with the barrel and the log, you're just trying to figure out where it's easy going to throw it. Or you just wait it out. But if you wait it out, then the goblins, all three of them will take one shot at the tower, which also does a lot of damage. That's a huge push, by the way. That has just walked into it, and the knight solo holding all of them back. Fireball coming out, 184 health left. One more shot, yes.
There we go.
With 30 seconds left on the clock, he's able to close that game. Mrin taking game one in his favor, and Mrinmoy Lakar showing why he is the best.
He is the golden boy.
Yes, he's the golden boy, and why this Master League is not supposed to be just any Chunumono league. It's the Master
Yeah,
League.
like you can't just come in here expecting to get 2-0, 3-0, 4-0. Come on, Sushil, you need to step up your game.
Yes,
Yeah.
but Sushil has been stepping up his game.
This, say it and actually mean it.
Yeah.
Sushil, you're playing with the big boys now.
Yes. Yeah, because he's been destroying the big boys lately. So now, like, Sushil, welcome to the big boy leagues. This is the best India has to offer right now, and you are first-hand, experiencing it now because you've come out of the Challenger League and you've made it way through your Masters. And he's been playing well, by the way. If his parents are watching, this boy's been playing really well. And
he has a bright future in esports.
Yes. And that balloon is actually just getting a free pass in there.
It's gonna get 2 hits off, man.
Yes, he'll get 2 hits off. That's a lot of damage. You can see Abhi's tower getting destroyed. The Mrin actually was Mrin bottom or top last time?
Bottom.
Yeah, they've switched places.
Yes, they have.
These sneaky guys.
These cheeky Masters players.
Yeah. Trying to fool us. We're better than them.
Yes.
With that 3,000 trophies. I've not even played in quite some time actually because I've been so busy.
You're still at 3,000?
Yeah, don't say it like that. Still at 3,000.
You're at 3,000? Wow. Okay, anyways.
Even actually, I was surprised I was at 3,000 because someone checked my profile and they're like, oh, I'm at 3,000, not so bad. Still there. Still DRE.
Still DRE.
So, slight changes. Mirror cards actually on the field.
So yeah, so we've seen the mirror card being used yesterday and on Sushil's deck.
Is this log bait deck pretty much? This is log bait deck because he's gonna mirror a card but the thing is there's no log on the other side. And he's gonna overwhelm him with a lot of these cheap units. He can throw double barrels on both sides. He can do double princesses, even though I would not recommend that.
Sushil just realized it, right? Most of the damage that Mrin can output is coming from either his fireball or his balloon. As long as he cycles the right way and stops him from using the balloon, there we go. Frozen balloon might just die before even reaching the tower.
A princess got pretty well defended by the goblins there. She survives and will be outputting a lot of damage. Mrin doesn't have a lot of time to close the gap here. I think he just kind of got baited there.
Yeah, 30 seconds left. I don't think he's coming back from this. He won't even get a really good chance to release another balloon. But if he's lucky, he only needs 1 hit from the balloon to take care of the tower on the right. And
but he goes on the left.
That move I don't understand. Okay, so tower going down.
Yes, tower goes down. This game has just come back.
I guess now we understand.
He took down the tower with more health. Now this balloon is out. Ice fairy will come out, freezes him in place.
But that goblin barrel might just take care of this game for him.
Oh.
There we go. Log coming in,
that
hits the tower,
it.
and there we go.
Sushil showing that he belongs
in the Masters League. So 15 seconds into overtime and Sushil manages to even up the score 1-1.
Yeah. The mirror card, doing a lot for him, being able to defend these.
So the only player who has used the mirror card in the Premiership so far.
Has it? Okay. Now the thing is, we only cast half of the games of the Premiership. Half of them are just kind of going on and we get the status updates later. But score right now, 1-1. Mrin still on the top right now. Top actually, and the bottom is
Sushil shifted back into his earlier
Sushil Spice.
Sushil Spice.
Yes, because for some reason no one knows his last name. So since he's from India,
he's Spice,
and we are Game of Thrones fans. He is Sushil Abhi Spice. Abhi Spicy.
Abhi Spicy.
Okay, so Abhi sticking to the same deck, by the way.
Yeah, and Mrin has gone back to his earlier.
Yeah. Now the knight. The Mega Knight will definitely benefit a lot when lot of these units come up at his door. He can just plop down on them.
Mega Knight is such a wonderful answer to bridge spam decks, dude. You put everything at the bridge, they cross it at the same time. Drop down goes the Mega Knight.
I think this goblin little Comley gag there might feel the wrath of the Knight, but they've quite not crossed the line. So
the little princess felt the wrath instead.
Yeah. This is going to be pretty. If you're Princess right now and you're getting hit, that's kind of an overkill.
That is horrible.
This guy loves jumping around, man. Holy shit. Oh, he's destroyed 2 princesses. He's going to town. He's doing so much damage. Just bouncing around the map like Mario. Boom. Nothing stops him, dude. Nothing stops him.
He just wrecked this entire game. Do you understand how much elixir he just killed?
Yeah.
Wow.
But he's pretty expensive also. That was 7 elixir.
Yeah, but I'm pretty sure he jumped at least 7 times.
Quite exciting to see him jump around there. Jump around.
Oh, wow. So, yeah, thanks to that one single Mega Knight, the tower on the left is down to 1655 HP.
That will take some more damage. No, actually.
Yes.
Yes, he did, actually. There you go.
We are entering the double elixir time. Princess going down immediately. 1400 HP left on the tower. I think Mrin has this in the bag if he can get one more Mega Knight to dance around like that.
That Mega Knight was amazing, actually. Now we'll get to see the Mega Knight dance again.
2.
Second jump. He'll take a couple of pot shots. They're actually pretty much similar speed, so he'll have trouble catching up to him.
Oh, there we go.
Princess taken care of.
Time for the third jump.
No, frozen.
Jump number 3. There we go. Jump number 4. Jump number 5.
No.
Jump number 6.
No.
5 jumps. 5 jumps, good enough.
It is exciting to see him jump around, by the way. So, however, the Goblin gang there got was pretty efficient because they were spread out. He was only able to target one of them, which was kind of lagging on the side. But going into overtime again, these games have just been going all over the place now. Has Clash Royale finally balanced itself out?
Well, I hope this is the same case tomorrow because, again, if I see another 3-0 victory, I'm going to be very, very sad.
How was it yesterday? I wasn't here. I was in Bombay.
It was 3-1. So, yeah. Again, if I missed anything, Gautam, you want to take a few minutes?
Yeah.
Okay, so I guess it's just me for now. We see 804 HP left on the tower. But will Mrin be able to do it before overtime, or are we going to successfully defend just like Ruben did against Akron? But we see the dash coming out from the bandit, taking care of a couple of the goblins as well as the ice spirit. Now we see the Mega Knight dunking his way through the ranks. He's chasing the slow ice golem. He'll be able to get a couple of hits off, but that's a lot of time wasted. 437 HP left because of the fireball from last time. We see the Mega Knight jumping again. I think he's gonna die because... Yeah, there we go. He was taking care of the princess, but then dying to the goblins himself. Will the barbarians be able to make any difference? Unlikely. Another goblin gang going to distract the Mega Knight. Oh wow! So this is so weird, man. The only damage that Abhi's towers suffering is because of Mrin's fireballs. So successfully, if he wants to be successful, he has to rotate to the fireball as quick as possible.
Another overtime there.
So,
but I see a lot of damage on the left hand. I think he can just fireball it up.
So that's a 2-1 in favor of Mrin. 3 games so far. This is exciting, huh?
Yeah.
You think we're going to finally see a 5-match game? I predicted a 5-match game yesterday, but...
Who was playing yesterday?
It was, I think, Sushil and Mukul.
Hot new guys, man, in the Premiership. Both of these guys are new players.
And Mukul is another guy with a weird name, Premiership.
Yeah.
8-bit I Mukul.
Yes. Very weird.
Very weird.
Very weird how production team decides to name these guys.
Do
we have this guy on social media? Can we get the last name of Sushil? Does he have last name? He has a last name.
He has a last name. We just don't know it, or he chose not to reveal it.
Figure out his last name. That's the challenge of the day.
Or if you know his last name, type it out in chat.
Look at this. Look at the deck. Look at what we're seeing right now. It's Sushil Shah.
Sushil Shah.
Yeah.
Abhi Shah.
Sushil Abhi Shah.
Abhi Shah.
No, Abhi is his game name.
Yeah.
Sushil Abhi Shah.
That I don't get. Why is his gaming Abhi?
Listen, that's his choice, okay? He's 13 years old. Give him a break. The point being, right now, look at the deck he's carrying. He's doing bridge like. I'm quite interesting on seeing how this is gonna pan out.
Well, he's gonna use the P.E.K.K.A for defense, but yeah. So his P.E.K.K.A would be really good against Mrin's Mega Knight, but he has an Evis, he has a a poison, as well as what else? What else to support the poison? Nothing. Just a ram.
I think he wants to punish the slow-moving units that are on the inside, which he's gonna do probably right now. After this unit.
After this.
Now he doesn't have to do it. Actually, he has bats. He's gonna drop the bats if required, because these guys can't hit air.
No, he'll just leave the P.E.K.K.A by itself. Like, there's no way the P.E.K.K.A is reaching the enemy tower anyway. So just why do you want to put more?
And P.E.K.K.A almost at half the health. There is now crossing the bridge.
P.E.K.K.A's dead, man. P.E.K.K.A's dead.
There's a lot of expensive cards being thrown around, man. It's like I was enjoying that Abhi's cheaper deck there. Will the ram connect? No, it will not. And now they're pretty angry at that Electro Wizard. They turn around and they're like, we're gonna kill this guy first.
ये नहीं हो सकता.
ये नहीं हो सकता.
You know, that would actually be funny if everybody else watched the video too.
Fireball comes out and a lightning strike there to take care of the bats.
Zap. Okay, so yeah, we've seen Abhi use the poison in a very well placed manner, but not much damage, huh?
Yeah.
Just like 200 HP off on the left, 200 HP off on the right, but his own tower, one of them is lower than half.
P.E.K.K.A making quick work of the Mega Knight there. Like, you know, he has like a buff against him or something.
No, it's not just that, right? It's the P.E.K.K.A is made to destroy huge units. It's a good defense against a Golem. It's a good defense against Giant. So now it's a good defense against the Mega Knight, and it does also help that he suffers very little damage from the Mega Knight's pounce.
Yeah.
Again, overtime. Game number 4 going into overtime.
Jesus, man.
Come on, Sushil. Let's hope you even this up and take us into game 5, huh?
Yeah, that would be quite interesting, actually.
So, Ram on the right might be able to make contact. No, it doesn't. Now the angry barbarians inside it are going to kill the old ice wizard.
Poor senior citizen. I think his poison not doing a lot because, you know, it's not really accompanied by something else. You know, you've seen graveyard combos, minor combos with poison.
Yeah, something, right? Something should be
right
doing
now what's
direct
going on
damage.
is the poison is timing out itself and there's nothing else. And he's after these 2 or 3 poisons, he's brought it down to what, 2000 health now? Pretty much full.
Yeah, the whole point of a poison with a minor or a graveyard is you have to play something else to take care of the second card, and that something else will be taken care of by the poison. It's an efficiency game, right? You need to trade in less elixir than you trade out.
Yeah.
But I don't see that happening on Sushil's side, so I guess he's in quite a bit of trouble. Minute 50 left on overtime. Oh, wow. I really hope he does get out of this. I really would like a game 5. Oh,
that's pretty
so
close. Finally saves our 7 elixirs to drop
so
him down.
Just put yourself in the shoes of those barbarians out there. You're in a ram, happy.
Okay, I think he's got a good connect on the right hand side. That Inferno Dragon finally reset there. Does some damage there now. Some utility coming out of there. So
again, but still, a tower that's not dead is a tower that's not dead.
Look at the time right now. 1 minute left of overtime. I think this could end up in a draw because guess what? It's been happening for the last 4 minutes. Exactly the same situation. Nothing, no breakthrough has come till that Inferno Dragon came in and did some damage on the tower at the bottom right. And it just seems like both these players have kind of figured each other's out, like, you know, strategy out. That Fireball did, yeah, at least took care of the Electro Wizard there. So.
These batsmen, they require like 2 seconds from the Inferno Dragon.
Yeah, poor Inferno Dragon. Takes a long time to get charged up.
Oof.
35 seconds left on the clock.
Good distraction using the Ice Wizard over there.
Still, this seems to be a draw. We're going to go to another match.
Game 6 then.
Yes. I think this is really going to test out our...
time management?
Yes.
Yeah.
We don't have a lot of time actually for the Counter-Strike game.
You know, I was just thinking about the RAM that happened.
What happened with the RAM?
So just put yourself in the seats, in the shoes of those barbarians inside the ram, right? You're okay. Now that we have a draw, let's just take a moment to thank our sponsors.
Yes, it's Omen by HP,
Zoe by BenQ, and HyperX.
Yes.
And all of this brought to you by us good folks at Northern Gaming.
Yes, good folks.
The good folks.
Yes. Now, what's going on here, and what's the strategy moving forward? Tell me about that.
See, right now they're sticking to their guns because they know that their deck is effective, and they're good at playing that deck. And neither player is making many mistakes. They're hoping that the other one would make some sort of misplay and they can capitalize on it, but that's clearly not happening. So we're either going to see the same decks and the same gameplay, the same reactions, the same Mega Knight plopping down on the barbarians.
No,
until
they're going in. All three units are going to take one swipe at this, by the way. And they do. Look at the health that they brought down. 1400 health. So, are these the mistakes we're talking about, Manoj?
No, I was just about to say, either we're going to see more of the same, or Mrin or Sushil is going to say, screw this, and introduce some anomaly in their gameplay that saves them some elixir somewhere. It looks like Mrin is doing that right now.
You know what I think is happening?
Mm-hmm.
Either of the players is hoping that the other guy will change his deck. And because of that, both of them stick to the same deck. Exactly the same deck.
That might be the case. So, okay, before the game finishes though, who do you think will win this matchup? No clue?
No clue.
No clue. Contact? No contact. Okay, so this is a good poison. There is a barbarian who's distracting the bandit enough. One shot and the bandit will die. That's pretty good. 884 HP left on Mrin's own tower. So yeah, so this is technically game 5, right? Because game 4 was a draw.
Yes.
So 5 games in, we still don't have a clear winner yet. But if Sushil wins this, we're going to go into game 6.
Yes.
That's always fun.
Yes. This is the most amount of games for a series so far.
Yeah. We've had draws before, but those games were finished before the second player reached 2. So it was never a full 6-match series. 884 HP left. I think Abhi is gearing up for another poison push.
And time has come for the poison to be dropped down, and this man actually connects. Okay. This is sad news. This is game over.
This is game over.
Is this the mistakes we were talking about? What happened? What changed? How is he able to get those RAM connections now?
I guess Mrin just decided to time something differently or use a different thing, or maybe he didn't know and tried to experiment with the card or something. Because I know topping down the Mega Knight won't stop the RAM, but that's what he did. And looking at the timing, I'm not sure if it was deliberate or not. Maybe it was a panic move, but Mrin is not somebody to panic, so I really don't know what just happened there.
2-2 is going to be the score now.
Going into game 6, wow.
Yeah.
This is good.
Don't judge our maths, by the way. This one game was dropped. Game 6.
Okay. So Mrin versus Sushil. 5 games are done. 1 game was a draw. The score is now 2-2. You want to make a prediction now? The guy who wins the next game is the winner.
Now the thing is, my heart says Mrin, but my brain says Sushil.
Why does your brain say Sushil? Because
he's a new guy, the new kid on the block. He's the underdog, and he's proving everyone, that he's there to win. He means business.
So you're saying he's hungry?
Yeah.
Like you.
Yes. Whereas on the other hand, we've just been big fans of Mrin for a long time.
Why did he fireball?
There was a unit crossing there. It was a bandit.
I thought it was an ice spirit.
Or something.
I know it was an ice spirit because that's the only thing that does so little damage. Perhaps that...
I was not even paying attention on the top right there.
Well, there's one thing I really like about this match. Look at that. It's a cannon cart.
Yes. We finally see some changes coming in. And I want to see if you put 2 cannon carts on the bridge and they both deploy there, how will the units go?
What do you mean, how will the units go through?
Do they walk over it, or how does the pathing work?
So the cannon cart never occupies the entire bridge, no?
So what if there's 2 of them?
I think you can always go through the center, right in between both of the cannon guards. Because the pathing is such way that you can actually step onto the same cell that the building ends in.
Okay.
So you can always walk through it. Whew.
Do you think it was a goblin battle?
Mm-hmm. I think it was a goblin battle, yep.
That time?
Yep. I don't know how I missed it though. Okay. This is painstakingly slow. Ice Wizard versus Princess.
All the games have been going really long, by the way, because I don't know what like.
It's the new meta.
The new meta right now has really slowed these games down. And you know who's gonna end up being the winner of these?
Mm-hmm.
The guy who has the best internet connection.
But the most stable internet connection. Okay, another cannon card deployed on the right. Look at that, it's so fast.
It's like a cannon race card. There's a lot of elixir being wasted. By the way.
Lot of fights happening right in the center. Push going too far. Like the only damage that's happened on the board is on Mrin's tower, and that too because of Abhi's goblin barrels. And we see another zap going to take care of the barrels now.
No.
Mrin? What?
He's saving the zap for something.
What
What is it? What do you want to save it for, Mrin?
Bats?
Bats? What? Is it bats you want to save it for? Is this your answer to all? Is this going to be your final push to death? No. Guess what? He has his own Mega Knight there.
Oh man, if this one ends up in a draw too, this is going to be something entirely new.
This is sad. Oof. Mrin's going to lose this game. My brain is going to be happy, but my heart is going to yearn.
Ooh, that bandit almost got a second dash off onto the other princess, but the goblin gang saved her in time.
Okay, good units. Oh my god, overkill.
What is Mrin doing? This is highly irregular, isn't it?
I don't know, man. These guys are much better than us. I'm not going to comment on their strategy right now, but that just, from my point of view, that looked pretty weird.
Dude, I suck at... yeah, there we go. 3-2.
And Sushil closes this game.
Congratulations, Sushil.
Yeah, and we don't have much time. We have to push it over to Counter-Strike.
So let's do this quickly. Thanks to our sponsors, Omen by HP, Zoe by BenQ, and HyperX.
And the good folks like Nonwin Gaming.
That's us.
Yes.
This is Manoj Supergola cashing for you.
Yes, with the Gotham Workaholic Wig.
But stay tuned, we have some CSGO action and some Dota 2 action coming up. Bye-bye.
Well, it certainly seems like it's Sushil Abhi's day. After all, Mrin Locker stretched to the final leagues of this best of 5 Clash Royale, happening today in the live stream of the ESL India Premiership 2017 Fall Season Final Session. Well done, Sushil. Well done indeed. Now, ladies and gentlemen, everybody joining us on the live stream happening on the YouTube gaming channel of ESL India Premiership, I welcome you all. Now, we have a Counter-Strike match in the offing between two very intense teams. We have Team Scorchers having a showdown against Team Entity Gaming. Let's quickly take a look at both these teams here. Alrighty then, starting with the first team here, Entity Gaming. Now they're based out of Bombay, one of the top CSGO teams in the country, made up of former members of Invictus, Invisible Wings, Brutality and Semper X. Now the team was quite consistent in the summer season of ESL India Premiership 2017, They also managed to finish first in the June online session of the summer season. Now, the team attended the summer season finale in Mumbai and were quite dominant in the playoffs. Unfortunately, they could not beat the then erstwhile Risky Gaming, now known as Nasr Esports, in the grand finale, and had to settle for a second place. In fact, they have a significant roster change this time around. Main man Sima Sai Sethi has been benched for a major part of this season because of his carpal tunnel syndrome injury, and he's been replaced by Ishpreet Hunter Singh, who played with Semper in the summer season. They managed to finish second in the July and August phase of the fall season. Let's see what happens. Whereas Team Scorchers now. Team Scorchers is a different story altogether. Of many teams opting for a name change, they too opted for a name change from their erstwhile name called the Team Wolf. Now, they've also had significant roster changes. Ritesh Shah has taken a sabbatical, will not be playing this season, whereas former Semperex players Krishna Krish Salecha and Mithilev Sawan joined the team. Now, they've enjoyed a mixed campaign. In the July phase, the team was placed 5th at the end of the phase. Their performance deteriorated in the August phase and they finished 7th there. Now, these are predominantly the teams in question here. Entity Gaming and Team Scorchers. Will Scorchers at the end of the day prevail and literally scorch all of the entirety of the 5-man team of Entity Gaming, or is it going to be Entity Gaming's day? We'll find out soon enough.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome one and all to a pretty rainy Saturday evening. It's raining all across the country, is what I've been told. Even places where rain is a rarity. But rain or shine, storm or hurricane or tornadoes or heat waves, the games will go on. It's going to be Entity facing off against Scorchers. This should be an interesting matchup here. Scorchers not wasting any time, going for a fast play. And it's going to be Sai taking the fight with the USB of his, just pre-firing around the corner. He's going to stay alive. In the meantime, Hunter gets a kill before he's... Well, he's still alive. Sai's going to finally get a kill. Ace finds DNM and it's just falling apart here one by one. Ribby is going in for the hunt. He's dancing around with Mythil, doing the dance macabre. And that is going to be the round going to Entity Esports, keeping all 5 players alive. And Scorchers, they got destroyed before they even had a chance to step into the A bomb side. I like the fact that they didn't waste any time just pushing in. But the Entity with a perfect setup, perfect counter, and no, not much utility being used by Scorchers there. They were hoping that Entity would play more passively towards CD spawn or towards connector, and they could use those smokes to get control of the A bomb side. But Sai playing towards triple, Ribby playing inside a shadow, and he has backup as well. I think it was Hunter was playing next to him, so completely destroying whatever play Scorchers had in mind. And now Scorchers gathering up for a B play, where it is Excali, it is Ace. And the nade's going to sail in, and that's going to do a bit of damage to Christian DNM. They're still going to hold the line. Smoke's going to be tossed in as well by Excali. He's got the UMP to wheel, 25 bullets up close. Can do a lot of damage. Flashbang's going to pop. It's not going to blind him. Actually, it's going to blind him a little bit, but Excali's still holding the line. He's going to find one, drops down, looking for more, and it's going to be Ace. And Excali finds 3. Ace gets a kill for himself as well. It's going to be all on Monster, who finds 1, is looking for more. And Ace doesn't really need to take his fight. And Hunter is going to come into the rescue, picks up the kill. And that is going to be 2-0 for Entity. Just losing a UMP, just losing 1 player. A pretty solid anti-eco run coming out from Ribby and his merry men. So Sai standing in for A-star today. And I've been speaking to him. He's been itching to get back into the pick of things. Try and start having a little bit of action. The nade is gonna do well. Nothing. That was very deep for nade and flashbang. Sai's gonna peek out a little too aggressively, and that's gonna be Sai and Ace is teaming up together to get a kill. Ribby's hungry for more as Ace is gonna find Munnen, and they're all falling like flies as Hunter picks up the double kill for himself. And that's going to be a flawless round coming out from Entity. They've just lost 1 player in 3 rounds. That's a solid start indeed, especially CD side, Mirage, and Sai. Is he going to go for an AWP buy, or is he just going to be wielding that UMP? It looks like... Yep, there we go. The big green gun comes out. Scorchers, AKs, armor, utility all around. Sai is going to be holding towards mid. 2-1-2 setup, pretty default stuff coming out from Entity. And Scorchers, they haven't really gone for any slow-paced map control. They've just been, the first round was going straight for an A play, second round was B with the force by, third round was just, barreling out mid and A. And now, again, an A execute. Hunter is there, Ribby's there as well towards connector where he has been smoked up. Hunter trying to get on top of the toll booth, but he's going to get... taking a lot of damage. He's going to get the kill. No, he's not. The FAMAS not able to get the frags, but Sai with the AWP. Wait, what? Oh, alright, smoke has dissipated. They've taken a little too long. Sai's going to get another kill. Monster's going to fall. And Scorchers, they're all trapped. They're not able to push out. Sai's going to spot another player coming out. He's looking for more. The double peek comes in. Not able to flick his crosshair quite on point. Now, the problem is, Excali is still there. And he's still doing a lot of damage. He's not going to coming in from jungle, landing the jump. 2v3 now, as Mythil's going to find Hunter. But Ace picking up the AWP, finding Mythil, leaving it all down to DNM. The Doctor in a 1v2. Doctor, what are you going to do? AK-47 goes for the peak, finds Ace. Now it's a 1v1. Excali versus the Doc. 45 points of health versus 43, and DNM has no idea where Excali is sneaking in from, and he's going to play it perfectly. Gets the kill, as DNM doesn't even get the bomb down. AWP is not going to be picked up. Excali is seemingly a little lost there. Not sure where the big green gun was to drop over to his side, but he's going to have no trouble, as Hunter is going to purchase the AWP for his teammate, dropping it over to him. So a little bit more expensive round for Entity. However, they win the round, and Scorchers, again, not getting the bomb down. Fourth round loss bonus not enough to go for a buy here. Pistol's going to come out. Pistol's Kevlar on Krish. That's about it. And alongside Mythil as well. P250s. And once again, not wasting any time. They have a couple of flashes, a Molotov, and they're going to be walking straight towards the A-bombs. And no smokes at all. That could be a problem. Ribby making contact. The smoke's going to come DNM at bay. The flashbang's going to push out wide, and Ribby's going to get taken down here. He's going to be found by Mrin, and Krish finds Sai as well. This is a little sloppy. This is very sloppy indeed. Krish finds another kill as well, and all of a sudden, it's Excali, an ace. Left in a 2v4. Bomb's going to get planted. This was abysmal from Entity. Excali trying to be cheeky with the P250, using that as a fake flash. Krish will be spotted by Ace, who goes with the longest spree of his life. Both of them run out of bullets. Nate's going to sail in, but Krish has evacuated the premises. Flashbang's going to come out, but Krish is going to appear on the corner, gets to kill before the flash blinds him. And Scorchers winning a round that they, to be very honest, had absolutely no business winning. Krish getting off the mark as well with the 4K. But just with P250s and entities, going to be wondering what the hell just happened there. That was very sloppy. There was no reason for Ribby to be playing out in the open on top of stairs, especially because Hunter was blinded. He spotted people, a couple of players pouring out, and he had no eyes to cover for Ribby. And Ribby getting taken down there was a big problem for Entity. Scorchers, huge round. 3 players stay alive as well as they get off the mark. And Entity with a switch up. I like the switch up. Aggression towards A slope. Mrin, is he going to walk out through the smoke? Yes, he is, and he's still going to win the duel with an AK-47. Now Ribby's out in the open. He's going to be stuck towards the shadow, and Sai with the Desert Eagle trying to find something. Ribby jumping on top of the box. He's taking so much damage. Finally, he's going to get taken up by Krish. Sai trying to find something with a Desert Eagle of his, but in the meantime, his teammates are falling like flies all over the place. You know, he's got to try and stay alive for as long as possible, which he will, but they know exactly where he is here. Mythal. Or maybe not. I don't think he heard him drop down. And now all Sai has to do is try and keep them engaged for as long as possible. 4v2. This retake should be virtually impossible. Mythal's going to spot out Sai, and he's going to take him down. And now Excali left in a 1v4. He's got no kit. He's got no utility. All he has is an M4A1. He spots it. He spots on Mythal. Krish. Excali finds one, looking for more, tapping away, but Krish is going to get the kill through the floorboards. Double kill for Krish. 4-2 for Scorchers. They survive. They survive the round, and that's more importantly, they keep a lot of players alive. They keep 3 players alive in both this round, and they won an eco round as well, so that means money's going to be looking really solid here, just after winning a couple of rounds. And for Entity Esports, their money's crushed. They'll have to go for an eco now. All because they played that anti-eco round a little miserably. And we all know how mistakes can come and bite you in the butt. I'm quite sure everyone saw the game between G2 and SK, where SK were 15-9 on the second map. After winning the first map, they lost it, and the B stack here. And the first guy's going to be spotted out. It's going to be Mrin who's going to get the kill on the side. Do they notice another player nearby? His question, Ace is going to get a kill. Ace looking for more, and is going to be helped out by his teammate. But Mythal doing good work, just trying to stay alive. Excali's going to get killed in the meantime. Mythal will be found as well. What is going on? 1v1 Ace versus Monster, and Monster is internally bleeding. He's got to cross on over, and all Ace needs is one bullet. The flashbang is perfect, and Ace is completely blinded. Hugging the wall. This is very expensive. The flashbang will not work out. It's not going to bounce in the favor of Monster, and Ace is going to clutch it out. Picks up a triple kill just with the USP and that AK-47 he picked up. And that is a very, very, very expensive round for Scorchers. They should have definitely won that, but both teams winning pretty much full eco rounds. That's got to sting a bit for Scorchers. They do have the AKs, they do have the utility, they do have the Galil as well. Hunter and Ribby playing in the A-bomb side, as Ace is going to peek pure out towards mid from B short and gets a kill. It is going to be the hit towards A though. The thing with Scorchers is they've surprised me a bit that they haven't really gone for any slow pace approach. They've just been going for just straight on executes, not even full executes, like just barreling in here. Great counter flashes coming out from the CTs, keeping them at bay, and that's gonna extinguish the the smoke's gonna dissipate if they take too long. And Monster's gonna get killed in Ribby. Still 2 players here, Hunter and Sai. They can't get the bomb down. They can't get the bomb down. Sai, great spray transfer, finds 2 kills. Hunter helps himself to 1, and now it's all in Mythil who finds 1. He needs to find 3 more, and he won't be expecting a player from behind. He jumps 3 HP and is getting shot from all directions as Hunter will pick up a double for himself alongside Sai, and that's going to be Entity successfully breaking Scorchers' economy. And honestly, I would love to see a little bit of variation from Scorchers. All they've done so far are just, you know, running straight towards the A bomb side or B bomb side. They're not really playing it slow. Just pedal to the metal, just full on. Some variation would be nice, although right now just going for the straight play might actually work out, although it's a little bit split up this time. Mythil with the Desert Eagle trying to find someone. Sai is there top of mid, and he's going to immediately decapitate Mythil. And Sai is jumping around. He is jumping around. He's going to drop down, goes for a full spray, gets the kill with the final bullet. He's still doing a little bit of damage to Mun, and is he going to make his escape? Here, Ruby is going to help him out, saving his teammate. And that is pretty much the round here. And Sai, 15 HP, should be careful. There is guy lurking, Monster. Just 1 bullet from the P250 could find Sai. However, Hunter will spot him out, and it is going to be Sai who... Actually, Hunter is going to get the kill. DNM finding Ribby, but he is getting hunted down by Excali. He's going to be played very safe. He's not going to over-aggress out. He knows where DNM is. DNM is trapped. He can't go anywhere. Here comes an underpass. It's Ace. He walks up. There's Excali, who's somehow going to lose a duel, though, and he will finally win it. Getting taken out 58 points of health. Looking a little scary, but in the end, he manages to win the duel. Pretty solid anti-ego round coming from Entity Esports. Their anti-egos have been pretty solid, but except for that one round where they completely just shat the bed. And Scorchers, they have the AWP out in the hands of Krish. And again, Mythil taking a sweet time lining up a... Well, that was a... Well, that took a while to line up. Pretty basic smoke. Maybe he was thinking of some other smoke, perhaps. Sai with the AWP. Gonna smoke himself out. Spots out Mythil. I think Mythil... I'm not too sure if he spotted him out. But 2 guys playing. Flashbang over at mid. Hey, this is a good spot as well to cut off Mythil from sneaking in from behind. And it's going to be Sai opening things up. He finds Mun and he spots another player out towards Palace. And it's going to be DNM tossing in whatever utility he has remaining. The slow lurk is coming in as well over in Connector. But look at Mr. Excali flanking in from behind. This is going to be a problem here. Sai still holding the line. DNM trying to do something. And Ace is going to get the kill here onto Mythil. There we go. Ace gets a frag. And now Sai spots out a player. He hasn't rattled off a single shot yet. DNM is teasing him, but Sai is going to time it to perfection. And it's all on Krish in a 1v5. He finds one, but that's all he'll get. Hunter is going to end him. And the AWP should be picked up as well. There we go. Ruby's going to pick it up for Sai. And that's going to be round number 8. For Entity, looking extremely solid here, apart from those 2 hiccups they had. As he managed to string 4 rounds in a row. For Scorchers, 4th round loss bonus. Not much to work with. Pistols, P250s. We did see what happened when they went for the P250 buys. Sai going out towards mid. They switched up a bit though. This time they're going to be heading over towards B. And Excali, what sort of a Molotov is that? I don't even understand. Great flashbang though, and they're all... Did a Molotov actually work out? If that is, that's some next level Molotov. That is some next level Molotov right there. But Munnen finds 2 kills. That is huge. Nate's going to sail in. That's going to not do much damage onto Mythil, who manages to make his escape. And look at this sneaky flank coming in from Monster. He's in such a great spot here. He's going to walk in, finds one, looking for the 2nd kill. He's going to get both of them, and just like that, they're going to lose. They're going to lose the P250s again. It's like the bane of Entity. They just don't know what to do against P250s. They're fine against Deagles, AKs, AWPs, SMGs, and Tech 9 and CZs, but they can't do anything against P250s. It's ridiculous. They've lost 2 rounds to pretty much full eco so far. In 12 rounds, in 11 rounds, that's gotta sting a bit. It's definitely gotta sting a bit. Smoke's raining in. However, Hunter with the AW this time. More than capable of wielding the big green gun. When Sai was absent, it was Hunter who was doing the was bearing the weight of the opping duties. Now, Ace has been smoked off as well. That's going to allow a player to push in, but Sai, beautiful timing with that flashbang. He gets a frag. In the meantime, Sai gets a dink in as well. He's going to peek out again, gets the kill, but immediate trades coming in. Krish finds Hunter, Monster finds Sai. They wouldn't be expecting the player playing from triple. It's going to be Ribby, and all he needs to do is just stay alive, dance around, spot that Krish. He gets a dink in. Krish so very low, and he needs help real quickly as DNM slowly sneaking in. He's going to find one. He can get the second kill as well. He goes for the spray, but Ribby turns around in the nick of time, and he clutches it out. That was so close. DNM could have saved that round for his team, but the spray did not go right. That's going to be round number 9 for Entity. Expensive round, but they win it. They now have 3 rounds remaining in this first half. And once again, the bane of Scorchers, of Entity's CD side, the P250s come out. However, it's been diluted with 2 Tech 9s, and fast play is going to be the call of the hour. Munnen's going to get the kill. Hunter finding 1, finding 2. Actually, no, Ribby getting the kill, and Hunter is just hunting them down as DNM is going to be left alone. Mr. Gokul DNM Sagar, the Doc. It would have been so cool instead of DNM if you put his name as the Doc. But he's been playing with that moniker for too long for him to change now, I guess. But I like calling him the Doc. So many wordplays possible with him, but the Doctor's scalpel is blunt. This particular round, there's nothing he can do. He's going to get taken down, and Entity finally survives the P250s. Probably because the P250s were, like I said, diluted with 2 Tech 9s. If Scorchers had probably gone with 5 P250s, that could have probably worked out. Probably worked out. Sai. M4 in hand. No AWPs for Entity. That's a failed smoke. That should... Unless they plan for that smoke. I'm not too sure. Ace and Sai, they're going to team up together as players just barreling in from short. But oh, there's a gap there. And it's going to be Mythil who sneaks his way through. Ace knows there's a player there. Is he going to go for the hunt? Yes, he is. He finds one. Meanwhile, looking for more. Gets a spray. Right, finds Mythil looking for the final kill. And Krish will get the frag. But Sai is there for the quick trade. Scorchers switching it up, trying to go for a fast, short play. Getting completely, utterly annihilated by Ace and Sai. But here's the thing. Scorchers have just gone for fast plays every single time. Like, have they even, like... Have you seen a round where there was just 30 seconds remaining? I don't remember. I mean, Scorchers just, full on 5th gear. They're not stopping. They're just pushing in. As if, they get extra points for going in fast. Sai blinds himself. And he's going to get tagged down by Krish. In the meantime, Hunter getting the kill onto Munnen. There's no one to trade for him. And Krish is going to win the duel. He finds Sai, but Ace is still floating around towards shore. They should know where he's playing from, by the way. But Ribby's there as well. Spotting towards underpass. Mythil's going to march up. He's taking a lot of damage. And Ace is going to... Actually, it's going to be Ace who gets the kill. And Ribby spots out Krish, who is with the scout. He's going to get another tag in. He's looking for more, trying to go for the jump shots. And Ace from above just raining down Hellfire. The guy has no fear. And he's going to finally get the kill. In the meantime, DNM has managed to sneak his way through using that smoke to drop in towards B. However, Excali is there. And he's going to be falling back. He's going to spot out DNM. It's a question. The timing is pristine for DNM. Excali will be falling back, holding a very safe angle, and DNM is going to walk straight into his death. Or maybe not. He gets a dink in. Excali still holding the line, missing another shot. Sees that's going to come out. He's going to... Excali. Oh, Excali. A simple he is not. And he will be found out in the end there. DNM... Pretty funny round to end the half. 12-3 over the scoreline. Ended with a solid half. And by the way, 2 of the rounds that out of the 3 rounds, 2 of the rounds Scorchers won were just with P250s. This could have been a 14-1 or even a 15-0 half for Entity if they played their anti-egos a little bit more better. Scorchers, well, they need to win the pistol, that goes without saying, and they need to win a lot many rounds here, because they are trailing by a massive margin. And for Entity, everyone just firing on all cylinders. Ribby's the only player not to get a double digits yet. As for Scorchers, they got a kid in the smoke in the hands of Monster. Mythil's already been taken down very low. And he does have backup in the form of DNM with the P2K, looking for them to cross on over. Metal's playing with fire. Hunter. All the way towards B apartments, Excali. And Ribby towards underpass. Mittel's going to find Hunter. Hunter trying to feel a little adventurous, but Mittel winning the duel. Don't tell me there was a jumping shot. I will kill myself if that was a jumping shot. As Krish towards mid. And now Entity, now they lost the first guy towards B, will be slowly flanking in. It looks like it's going to be an A flank. Sai is going to be tossing in the smoke for Connector. It's going to be Ace. He's going to get taken down. Krish doing a bit of damage. Excel is going to go for the quick trade. And now Munnen holding towards Sandwich. He should be careful. Players rattling in from the right side. No one spotting him out. He's tapping away. He needs to get something. Munnen, oh, finally recovers. He's calmly tapping. But Ribby is going to somehow get taken down by Monster. Oh, Munnen. That was a little hairy there for Munnen. Or was it Mythical? I forget. But in the end, it's around. The Scorchers needed the pistol round. They managed to clinch it. Now it's about surviving these two eco rounds. The force buy round, and then the if they win it, the following anti-eco round from Entity. So CZ's couple of deagles for Entity. Just the one smoke in the hands of Mr. Hunter, and it's going to be an A play coming out where Munnen and Monster are waiting. Monster's really impressed me over the past 1 year. He's been pretty solid. Excali walks up straight. And what? Ribby inside. 2 quick kills. Krish is there for the trade, though. He's going to find one. He's going to go on top of the stairs, trying to catch someone. Goes for the spray through the top of the smoke, and it's going to be double peak. Ribby getting another kill. And now it's a 3v2, although Ace is internally bleeding. Now all he has to do is just stay alive. And will the timing work out for him? The timing is going to work out for him wonderfully. DNM, he has an inkling. Ace is there. Flashbang, he's going to pop the smoke as well. Mittel's going to find Hunter. This should be comparatively comfortable. They don't have a kit. They don't have a kit, and that's going to be a problem here. Ace hasn't moved. He's so distracting for him and kill, but they're going to stick to defuse. Mittel picking up a kit and is defusing it in the smoke, and that's going to be the round. Scorchers, though, they lose 4 players. And yep, there's a force buy from Entity. They got 4 kills and they got the bomb down. And since they got the 4 kills, you know, Scorchers' money is in the dumpster. 3 or 4 for Masters, and then 4 look at the utility. 4 smokes, an incendiary, a handful of flashbang, just the 1 kit from Mittel from the previous round. That's it. So they know that the utility is very good, and they know that the money's not going to be that good for Scorchers, and they've gone for the 3 AKs. 3 AKs, where Hunter will just have the deagle, no armor, because he's dropped the AK-47 for his teammate. Sai will be wielding UMP. Utility's pretty sparse in both the teams. He's going to come down to contact with Krish. He's going to do good work, getting the first kill on the Ace. Now the problem is, Sai is taking a lot of damage as well. He needs backup real quickly. They got control of mid, but not before they were forced to bleed a bit. DNM playing inside of the ladder room. Nate's going to sail in, won't do much damage. Smokes going to cover his vision. So we're going to play the edge of it, looking to find someone. Excali right next to him, but DNM doesn't know this. He's going to fall back the second the smoke dissipates, and it's going to be B hit coming in here. Now, Excali needs to stay alive, and Hunter's picked up an AK. He should be swapping with Sai because he doesn't have any armor. There we go. AK being picked up by Sai. Hunter with the UMP, but DNM and Mittel are playing here, and this is not going to be an easy site to take. Mittel's going to spot someone out any moment right now. Here we go. He's going to spot outside. Flash to make his escape as DNM. And Mittel doing a smart thing, falling back. It's going to be Sai opening things up. He finds Krish, DNM, and Mittel. Oh, Mittel gets taken down. DNM trying to stay alive. He needs backup now, but he's alone. He's isolated, and backup is far, far away. There is Mrin making his way in, and Hunter is going to come peering around the corner, gets the kill. Now it is a 2v3. Nade in the hands of Munnen. He's not going to use it yet, and the flank is coming in from Monster, but I don't think he's going to be expecting Sai. Sai waiting patiently. He's going to spot on Monster, but he's going to get the kill, but they know where they are. Munnen's going to find Hunter. Excali will find one. Now it's at 1v1. Excali, and he's going to clutch it out, gets a headshot into Monster, and Entity with a force buy. They win the round, and more importantly, they destroy Scorchers' economy. The only guy with money in the Scorchers' camp is Mittel on $4,300. That's it. The rest of them are broke, $1,700, and almost every one of them. Monster in 70-50, but 13-5. Decisions. The eco should be the call of the hour, but nope, they're going to go for the force. Mittel's going to buy an M4 for himself. Kevlar, Flash, Smoke, no kits. Rest of them 5-7s. CZ and the Desert Eagle in the hands of Krish. And it's going to be a fast play towards B. Mythil tossing in his smoke and it's completely blind. And Ribby's going to come running and gunning. He's going to find one. DNM's going to be seeing a lot of action. He finds one. He's looking for more, but right Ace is there to quickly trade. Krish just barreling in from underpass, trying to catch them on the flank. But this is pretty much done and dusted. Munnen's going to fall as well. And the gun's lost too. That's a problem. Monster and Krish. What can it do? Krish with a beautiful deagle shot on Excali. Needs to find more though. There's Naked right in front of him. He's going to be feeling hungry about Hunter right beneath him. I don't think he's aware of this. I like what Entity are doing. They're not showing themselves at all. They're forcing Scorchers to make a play. Hunter's waiting for Krish to pick up the AK, using it as perfect bait. And Monster's going to be left alone in a 1v3. Nothing he can do. The bomb's going to detonate. And that is going to be round number 14 for Entity and more. And the thing is, for Scorchers, second round loss bonus, $1,900. It's going to be painful. Sai is going to fall. But he can't pick up the AK, can he? Yes, he will. They can't take it back either. So Monster will survive with the AK-47, and right now I think they're just going to go for the Force here. The fact that they went for the Force the previous round just shows the mentality of the Scorchers right now that just want to get this done with. Krish has gone with the UMP armor, so there we go, Force buy. Scout in the hands of Munnen. And a fast play going to be coming out towards mid. Monster spots out a player. If he peeks out, a lot of AK-47s looking his direction. He's going to be falling back, and is Mythil timed out? Mythil's timed out. Mythil's timed out. Mythil's timed out. Mythil's timed out. All right, so we will have a reset coming in, round restore. Alright, so we do have a pause right now, and it looks like a little bit of bug with regards to the head armor. It's a head armor bug which has been in place for a while. So I'm not too sure what's going to happen. So I think we're just going to be, cutting to a very quick break production, if you kindly would, as we wait for the admins to jump in and sort out the money. Or are we? No. No, I think they're just going to resume. Alright, I think we're just going to resume the game. Alright, that's cool. That's cool. Entity's like, yeah, we don't need a head armor, we're just going to buy it because they're rich. They're like the burgeoning Chinese economy right now. Hunter gonna make contact with Monster, and Monster's gonna he's gonna be facing the firing squad over at mid, gets taken down. Barely doing any damage. It is a Hail Mary buy from Scorchers. They have a lot of work to do, and the B bomb side, just one player. That's Mythil with a UMP of his, and he's gonna get flagged as well. I think he knows where Sai's coming in from. Sai rattling a couple of warning shots. Mythil needs to do some work, but Ribby's gonna spot him out. Free kill for him. That's a B bomb side completely compromised, completely bereft of any counter-terrorist presence. And things have gone from bad to horrific for Scorchers. They are getting wrecked. And that is a flawless start from Entity Esports. Scorchers, money, completely, utterly destroyed, doing the best impression of the Greek economy. And to be honest, you'd have to be one hell of an optimist if you fancy Scorchers' chance of coming back. 10 map points, 10 game points for Entity Esports. Flush of utility, flush of weaponry, and Ribby. And oh no, we have a timeout coming in. Hunter has timed out. There is a lot of internet issues at the moment with, with all the flooding and whatnot, and especially because I think 70% of the teams playing in the Masters League are from Mumbai, where, if I'm not mistaken, I did hear news reports that Noah's Ark was spotted. That's how bad the flooding is. Everyone is disconnected. players are joining back. Alright, everyone's back. I should be resuming with the game. Okay, I think we're going to be having a restore coming in because we didn't have 3 people time out before the round even got started, so. You guys can't see the chat, but I really like watching the camaraderie between these 2 teams. I mean, these guys have known each other for so very long. They've been playing together for a long while as well. There we go. So, normal services have resumed. 15-5. Entity need just 1 more round to close this one out and go for their team. All the size sitting in Delhi right now. It's pretty cool that he's getting 22 ping to Mumbai, which, you know, one of the wonders of technology, one of the wonders of networking. Cool stuff. Scorchers. What can they do? 2 Desert Eagles, a 5-7, an UMP, and a FAMAS. Krish doesn't even have any Kevlar to speak of. He's just going naked here. Entity, well, the only thing missing from that arsenal is the kitchen sink to just toss over to Scorchers. And here we go, fast play coming in towards mid. Excali just barreling in like a very brave soul. There's no one towards mid, and Krish almost gets the kill. He gets the dink in, but he gets taken down. And Mrin should pick up the FAMAS from his fallen teammate, but Ace is going to find Monster in the meantime. And 1 by 1, they fall like dominoes. Ribby doing his best crab walk impression finds Mrin, DNM, the Doc, and Mythil left in a 2v5 to somehow save this round and save the game. But this looks pretty inevitable, and Ace is still in the A-bomb site. What's he even doing here? Mythil might get the kill on Ace, though. And yes, he will. Finds 1. Still a 2v4. Barely, though, because Excali is internally bleeding. He's hemorrhaging out of all of his bodily orifices, and Mythil is going to get taken down, walks into the firing squad, and that is going to be the round. And going the way of Entity Esports in a very, very convincing fashion. GG, well played, being called by both teams, and that's it. I shall have to bid you folks a fond farewell. Surprisingly, very quick game today. I think we started a little bit, we ended very quickly, so might be quite a while before we see the Dota 2 game going live. But that's it from my end. My name is Blair. I hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Do drop a follow for these chaps on the ESL India on their YouTube channel, and I'll see you guys tomorrow.
Definitely, Entity Gaming's day today, 16-5, the final score line in their favour against Team Scorchers seals the deal and their fate in today's edition of the ESL India Premiership 2017 Fall Season Final Session, brought to you by Omen by HP, HyperX and Zombie by BenQ and organised by Nordwind Gaming. Now, ladies and gentlemen, everybody joining us on the YouTube gaming channel of ESL India Premiership, firstly, that's late if you're joining us right about now, but it's okay. It's okay. Better late than never, because right now we have a 5v5 MOBA game in the offing between Team Akatsuki and JMD. So let's quickly have a look at both these teams. Alrighty, starting with the Kolkata-based team here first, JMD Gaming. Like I said, they're based out of Kolkata. They've enjoyed victories in the local Dota scene, and they've entered the summer season of the ESL India Premiership 2017 through the starter, and with exceptional performance, rose to the Master League. They attended the summer season finale, turned out to be giant killers after they beat Team Aggressive 5, but sadly, they could not manage to get a podium finish. Now, they surprised everyone in the July phase of fall season. They finished third in the standings table, and what's more, they even beat the summer season finale winners, Intelligence Quotient. Now, in the fall season July phase, they finished third, but fell to the 5th place in the August phase. Now, Team Akatsuki, their opposition here today, they are based out of Nepal. They made up with the former roster of Home Medical, along with a few players from 3C4DA. They are managed by Kunal Kunyo Timil Sinha, and they're led by Sagar Matra KC. Now, as for Medical, the team did not enjoy a good run in the summer season, and as Akatsuki, the team finished 7th in the fall season, but then they improved the performance in the subsequent August phase and finished 4th. So
Turn around 3 times. Start shooting.
Exclusive black equalizer brightens dark scenes without overexposing bright areas. Use the S switch to quickly access the setting and switch between save modes. Personalize the way you see everything. And then conquer. Exclusive Black Equalizer brightens dark scenes without overexposing bright areas. Use the S switch to quickly access the setting and switch between save modes. Adjust the angle effortlessly for maximum comfort.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the ESL India Premiership. My name is Vivek, and today we have Team Akatsuki from Nepal facing off from our very own boys from India, JMD Gaming. It's been a hard day for Indian Dota. A lot of you and a lot of the professional teams as well have completely missed the fact that the SEA Open Quals for the first minor are going on today, the very first minor in the history of Dota. And usually we see an abundance of teams, but today there were fewer teams competing. Signify was there representing India to some extent with our boys No Chance and Crowley in the squad. Unfortunately, I mean, they got a bye in their first game, they won their second game, and in their third game they were demolished and knocked out. Cause for concern here when one of the best teams in India goes out in the manner that they did. It was a rather comprehensive victory from Pandora Esports, but hopefully in Open Qualifier number 2, which should be happening soon, Signify can have more success. Back to this game, JMD, they banned out the Keeper of the Light as well as the Night Stalker, while Akatsuki are banning out the Viper. I guess everybody's had enough of Viper, but Battling hasn't. I mean, he can play that hero to no end. And they've also banned out the Bloodseeker, which is going to let the Earthshaker slip through. And AMD wastes no time in picking up the Earthshaker for themselves as their first pick. Now, it is an ambiguous pick. It's a good pick to start off with. No one can tell just yet whether this is going to be a 4-position Earthshaker or an offlane Earthshaker. Personally, I seem to enjoy him more as a 4-position. He ends up getting his bling by reasonably good timing, and you can have more utility in the offlane and still have teamfight coming out from the Earthshaker when needed in the mid game if you run him on the 4 position. Akatsuki though, they've picked themselves the Shaman as well as the Batrider. So they've got push, they've got pickup potential, they've got a strong offlaner, and I really like this pick coming out from JMD. They're going to be able to get the lasso off, but after that, Silencer just drops the global silence. And what's the follow-up? None just yet. I mean, some core might be forced to build a Yule Scepter just so that he can follow up after the global silence, shrug it off, and have some success in those team fights. They've banned out the Lich as an afterthought. Lich is more of a first phase ban. Akatsuki instead wasted their... I mean, I'm going to call it wasted. They instead wasted their first phase bans on the Viper and the Bloodseeker. And now have to look towards banning more meta heroes in this second phase of bans. JMD, they're going to ban out the Tinker. Now, some of you might be scratching your head as to why JMD are banning out the Tinker, but it is the one hero Akatsuki have won a game with in Fall Season 2. They ran the Tinker and they ended up beating a team. Now, I'm not entirely sure which team, but JMD do know that Tinker is one of Akatsuki's comfort picks. And they're not going to give it to them. Next ban for Akatsuki, probably going to focus on more and more meta heroes. They banned out the Razor as well. Huh. I don't know why. Possibly because Akatsuki want to run a melee hero mid. I mean, Razor's good versus DK, Viper's good versus something like the Dragon Knight. I still don't know why they're banning out the heroes that they are banning. JMD though, ban of the Lifestealer. Any possibility of an Infest Bomb with the Batrider is no more available to Akatsuki. Next pick for Akatsuki, they'll probably be looking for something on the 4 position, Slada, Sand King, all of some of those, but instead they're going to go with the Ursa Warrior. Now, this could be a problem if the global silence comes off before he gets the enrage. The Ursa can be kited and brought down, especially when you got something like the Earthshaker. But if he gets the enrage and the overpower before the global silence, and provided the Batrider gets the lasso off as well, they could very easily jump the lasso target and bring them down ASAP. One of the better ways to deal with the silencer is have a mobile core that can manage to jump right on top of him and bring him down quickly. That's where something like a Storm would excel rather well. Yeah, but picking up Storm is a bit of a double-edged sword because if he's caught in a compromising position and Silencer somehow manages to get the global silence off first, the Storm could very easily be brought down. So if they do pick up something like the Storm or the Queen of Pain, I'm pretty much sure that they'll be building into early Youth Scepters. Next pick for JMD. They've got the 5 position in the Silencer. They've got a possible 4 or 3 in the Earthshaker. They also know what's Akatsuki scored. And now the Razor and the Viper ban seems to make sense. Seem to make sense to some extent. Because I get the feeling that Akatsuki want to run the Ursa in the mid lane. And Razor and Viper, both heroes that do well versus the Ursa. But there are just so many heroes JMD could run to deal with this Ursa in the mid lane. If it is indeed a mid Ursa coming out from the side of Akatsuki. JMD, they're going to follow up with the Nyx. Pick off potential. The Spike Carapace, great versus the Batrider. Just walk into his Firefly, pop the Spike Carapace. Got a small stun, which is set up for further lockdown in the form of the Impale.
5 seconds remaining.
Small bit of news for all of you and all of those who support NTT Gaming in Dota. Pocolino has left the squad. He's moved on to greener pastures and is joining an SEA squad. So I don't really know what is the status of the NTT Dota team. Because I'm missing an offlaner. Noya is unconfirmed to some extent. I mean, he's still sitting out of the Philippines while the rest of the squad is in India. And NTT, they're missing players and they're also missing the minors because of this. Akatsuki, they're going to pick up the Pudge. Huh. And JMD, just keep the meta rolling. Pick up the Venomancer for themselves. The Gale is going to be nice to control the user. The Plague Wards are going to be cheap vision versus the Batrider.
10 seconds.
And all that magic damage is going to force someone to pick up a hood.
5 seconds.
Now, Ursa doesn't naturally build into a hood that early on. And unless his Pudge gets a lane to himself, which I haven't seen since my pubs in Dota 1, it's not going to be a quick hood coming out from him either. Next ban for Akatsuki, they're what are they looking to ban? Something in the mid lane. Lot of heroes in the mid lane for JMD to work with.
Radiant team back.
And they ban out the Necrophos. JMD, this last ban is going to be a tell to some extent. A tell as to what they want to run in the mid lane themselves.
Remaining.
They are chewing through their reserve time for this last ban.
Radiant team pick.
Ban out the sniper. Is this an OD that's going to be picked up by JMD Gaming? They could do Templar Assassin. They could do Queen Pain. Take a Dolina. And yeah, it's going to be an OD. JMD with a solid draft. They've got team fight, they've got pick-off potential, they've got high ground defense with the Earthshaker, and they've even got some push potential with the Venomancer. And Akatsuki respond to all this magic damage coming out with the last pick, Pugna. So, if I'm not mistaken, there's going to be a mid Pugna. And I think we're looking at a 4-position Pudge. I just seem to like the JMD draft a lot more. There's a certain ease of execution.
10 seconds remaining.
And getting a little bit of feedback that my voice is a little too loud. I'm going to try and do something to work with it. Just try and get my volume down a bit. Sorry about that, folks. Don't worry, production is also taking good care of us. Apologies if I've been screaming at y'all. Artista, I've seen him play so many games of Shadow Shaman. For a change, this time around, he's playing the Nyx Assassin.
Prepare for battle.
And JMD, they pop a smoke at level 1. It's going to be a little bit of time to quickly run through their lineup. You got Mamacita playing the Silencer, same my name, going to be playing that Venomancer. Rish on the Earthshaker, Nyx Assassin going to be played by Artista. And that leaves us with Smoke going to the mid lane with the OD. For the side of Akatsuki, you got Omane, something playing the Pugna. Pudge in the hands of See Yourself. Madara going to be handling that Ursa. Axel on the Batrider, and that leaves us with maybe what? Maybe Pain on the Shadow Shaman. Batrider prepping nice and early to get the pull. He's actually attempting to pull the Radiant Creeps away from the safe lane, so he gets that easy EXP early on. Gets that one free wave of EXP under his tower. And then he's got a point in Sticky Napalm as well as Firefly. Pudge, I'm really curious to see what kind of impact he has in this game. Artista seems to be going to the off lane. So it is an offlane Nyx. He hasn't begun with the double mango. And he's going to spot out the Shaman and quickly get the hell out of them. Decent block in the mid lane, but OD not going to commit just yet. Point in Decryptify early on coming out from the Pugna. And Akatsuki once again having a couple of internet issues here. Seems as if Batrider didn't manage to get the Radiant creep wave under his tower. So he's going to be hitting level 2 before the next assassin. I don't see the range creep nearby. Okay. Seems as if Akatsuki have a couple of internet issues. Yeah, I've been trying to find a solution for good audio. I've invested in multiple headsets. Apparently, most headsets can't handle my voice when I get excited for some reason, which is a good 60 to 70% of the time. Disconnects like this can kill the excitement. But yeah, I will be getting a studio level microphone with a pop filter soon enough, and hopefully my voice will be a lot better. Should be sorted in a couple of days. Quick reconnect coming out. Madara, the user who's disconnected, is on my friends list, so yeah, he should be online anytime soon and we can get the game underway. I guess the Pugna put that starting point in Decryptify because he got blocked by the Fisher and didn't want to take any hits by the OD, any physical hits, but OD did have the Astral Imprisonment. And that would have actually done a little bit more damage to a decryptified Pugna. Both sides good to go. Artista taking a little bit of damage. It's got that high base region to work with. Earthshaker helping out Artista in the soft lane, blocking the Radiant creep. So Artista should... Well, it's going to be a while before a wave reaches him.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Artista still searching for that level 2. Trading hits with a Pudge. Batrider needs to be careful in this offlane. I mean, the Arcane Curse could be an absolute nuisance at this part of the game, ensuring that he's severely punished every time he chooses to spam Sticky Napalm. Shaker positioning for that Fisher block in the mid lane. Pugna, whatever you call him. He reveals himself, but the Earthshaker's got company. Pudge is on the way, and Reish is just going to back off for the time being. Pud spots him out. Both 4 positions are rotating at pretty much the same time here. Rish, I think he sees the podge at this point, but Artista needs to be careful. He pops the spike carapace. Rish walks in ahead to get a Fisher off, but ends up getting shackled. The Impalers that's going to quickly cancel the shackle, and the hook will miss. Akatsuki as well as JMD just poking and prodding at each other. Once again, top lane. Maybe Bane with the shackles. Pudge, this time around getting in a better position for the hook. Rish with the Fisher blocks off the user as well as the Shaman. The hook is there from the Pudge. One more auto attack. Not needed from the Shaman. Pudge will get the kill. He's blocked by the Fisher, but only for a couple of seconds, and he's going to get away safely. First blood going into the pockets of Akatsuki here. Artista not having the most fun time in this off lane. I guess the real aim for him is to hit 6 as soon as possible and try and make a rotation and a play across the map. The Pugna definitely being an easy doable target. Vendetta into even a mana burn when he uses the Decaptify could do a lot of damage to the Pugna. But Artista needs to hit 6 as soon as possible. Lot of easy pickoffs for him. I mean, he could pretty much bring down the Pugna all by himself. He could do the same versus the Shaman. It's a good game to be a Nyx Assassin. Another disconnect. Apparently, I'm not even going to bother. How's everybody looking in terms of CS? Venomancer lagging behind Viosa a little bit. In fact, the Batride has kept up with the Venomancer. Excuse me, which should be a cause of concern for JMD. While the Nyx, even the Shaman has got more CS turn thanks to pulling at this point. And the mid lane, the Pugna is not doing too bad. Got more CS. Lagging behind in terms of last hits a little bit. Wow. But yeah, the OD is in a real pickle. I mean, Smoke leaves his lane, Pugna pushes the wave. And he does stand a chance of losing his tower early on. If he does try and make a rotation to another lane. Which is why everything, pretty much a lot of JMD's early and mid game success is going to be on the back of this Nyx Assassin.
My thanks.
Earthshaker. He's been scuttling lane to lane, trying to look for a kill. Pugna, mid lane, blast, decryptify. Axel cuts across the tree with the Firefly, and another pause. Astral not available to the OD for 7 seconds. Pugna even diving behind the tower has the Nether Blast in a couple of seconds. This could be a dead OD. Rish is on the way. Could possibly block off the Pugna. But then Batrider gets the kill and gets away scot-free. I don't know if Artista is making his way across to the mid lane. Fisher Blocks off Pugna. Smoke. Dropping low. The blast will not connect. The sticky napalms there along with the Firefly. And they will bring him down. Axel cutting across to the mid lane. Artista has the impale. What did he do? Artista. I mean, that was completely off the mark. And Axel, I mean, even Axel expected Artista to hit that impale. This impale won't miss though. This time they caught Axel. A quick defensive hook from the Pudge is going to buy Axel a little bit of time and space to move out of the river. The Fishers there, Artista. No mana for an impale, but he's working with that mango. And now he's lost vision up high ground. Shaman comes in with the shackles. No one nearby just yet to do any damage. And all of them are just going to move to the mid lane shrine. Pop it. They've even got a smoke if they want to move towards the top lane. Yeah, Akatsuki off to a good start in the lanes. I'm going to drop down net worth. The Ursa as well as the Venomancer sitting atop the net worth chart. Shaman does manage to get the shackles off onto the Earthshaker. Pudge positioning himself for a hook. Rish quick enough for the Fisher. The body blocks are being attempted here by maybe Pain, but backup is on the way. Artista with the impale gets hooked right into the hands of the Pudge, and the Decaptify along with the Nether Blast ensures that he falls down. A second death on the Nyx Assassin within just a span of 6 minutes, and they're hunting for more. The Courier not really too safe at this point. Rish trying to steal the enemy bounty rune does manage to drop a sentry just in case there were any dire wards there. Elsewhere, Venomancer dies all by himself to the Batrider. The Batrider managing to find that pick off and not being punished just yet by the Silencer. Silencer comes across to the mid lane with the Arcane Curse and the last word. The Fisher block is there. The stun didn't connect, but the Pugna can't just move back up his high ground. The Arcane Curse ticking away on him. He's got a couple of bottle charges and he's going to be fine. Akatsuki getting kills and not getting punished here. Pugna even gets a bounty rune. There's another shrine for him to pop along with Axel. He's got his arcane boots as well. Now he's just going to continuously keep the mid lane pushed out. He's overshot the OD in terms of net worth, but not by a huge margin. Rish prepping up for a kill on the Ursa with the Silencer. He's hesitating on the Fisher. The Fisher does connect, does block off Madara. But amongst three of them, I'm not sure they have enough damage. Madara just turns around. He's got overpower in a bit. Enrage as well. He slams the ground with the Earth Shock, which doesn't really get a clean connection onto Artista. Shaman low on mana, low on HP. While elsewhere, Axel on the Batrider once again brings down the Venomancer. While Om Mane Pembe is bringing down the mid-tier 1. JMD. I mean, they're crumbling in this laning phase. Venomancer's died a bunch of times. Artista's died as well. And they've lost the mid-tier 1, which is access into the Radiant jungle. And I'm going to clear up a nice meaty stack that's been left for him. With that arcane rune. Venomancer starting to lag behind in terms of net worth compared to the Batrider. Artista is tier 1 under siege. How do JMD respond to this? I'm not even sure if they should. Earthshaker didn't put the point into Enchant Totem. Now, I do know Fisher did get a nerf, but a value point in Enchant Totem versus melee cores and melee heroes like the Ursa as well as the Pudge would be really nice. The tower's been brought down, and Akatsuki moved from lane to lane, and they're getting kills and objectives. Shaman's also getting some alone time in the mid lane. That's going to bring him closer to a 6. That's also going to get him his arcane boots. And the next push coming out from Akatsuki is going to be along with Mars Serpent Pods. Axel's pretty much bullied the Venomance out of lane. The good thing is Venomance has gone for a skill build with a fair amount of kill potential. The not so good thing is he's the one being killed right now. Axel drags him into the trees, but just forcing out the Poison Nova, and he's just going to TP back to his shrine. All of this just a distraction because Madara and See Yourself are in the Rosh pit. Madara has a complete and Mask of Madness, and this should be a quick and easy Roshan. No shrine just yet, but they get the Aegis either way. I gotta say, I'm pretty impressed with how Akatsuki are running the lanes and how they've been scoring kills and objectives all across the map. They've also got these deep wards. This is Dire Vision. This ward isn't particularly effective because the trees are sort of cutting vision across the mid lane. You'd ideally like to get it a little further ahead of the tree. Somewhere here. Not here. I mean, these trees are an absolute pest. You don't see much of the mid, but got this one ward which looks over the Ancients. You had a ward in lane which is looking at the Nyx as well. And you got this defensive ward in the mid lane. Like to see Akatsuki ward these parts of the map a bit. Nobody's farming them just yet, but yeah, look at this. Rish is farming the medium camp. Akatsuki don't care though. I mean, it's pretty obvious at this point. They're going to come for the last remaining tier 1 tower. Pug now walks in with the decrypt and the blast and sucks the life out of the silencer straight away. Say my name, trying to make a run for it. Unlikely that he's going to be TPing out of here. OD comes in, drops the hammer, wants to bring down the Batrider, but look at that, the control is there along with the flaming lasso and the shackles. Venomancer trying to TP out, won't be lucky, the hook is there, and the Pugna with the blast gets the kill on the OD as well. 2 cores fall along with the support silencer, and Akatsuki seem to be taking down another tower in a bit. So JMD will be hoping to defend this tower, if at all, without Poison Nova and without Sanity's Eclipse. Adesha is just trying to get some alone time and get his level 6 as soon as possible. Madara, this is not your jungle, my friend. There's a shrine nearby. They could TP in and punish this. Maybe if Earthshaker had gotten the block off. Either way, they had the chance of removing the Aegis from the Ursa, but they're losing another tier 1, the last remaining one in fact. And that's a Pugna with a Midas at 12 minutes in. There's even a regen rune in the river for Akatsuki. Yeah, Axel's going to pick up the regen rune. He's got drums as well. He's actually going to hold on to it for the Pugna. Mid lane, early smoke coming out from JMD. They feel pressure to do something across the map. They haven't scored a single kill since the beginning of this game. Could they find one on Madara? Madara though has the Aegis. It's not going to be an easy kill. Artista with the Vendetta, giving a little bit of valuable intel towards the squad. The Pudge would be an easy target. Or even the Pugna. The Fisher's there. Venomous Gale, Poison Nova, everything being dropped on top of the Pugna. The hook onto Artista. They hope to save the Pugna. The Pugna's going to fall. Artista gets the kill. The Nether Ward not enough. OD walks forward. Another Astral onto the Shaman. Pudge hanging around, hoping to get a quick hook and probably try and save his teammate, but instead he gets the Earthshaker. He's going to get a little bit of revenge for his squad and walk out of there scot-free. That was a lot of gold for getting the kill on the Pugna. 400 gold to be precise. And finally, JMD showing some signs of life in this game. Another disconnect, this time from Artista. Gonna drop down the network charts. 13 minutes in. It's nearly an 8,000 gold advantage in favor of Akatsuki. But yeah, this is where the Nyx starts to become a problem. I mean, You saw how easy a kill the Pugna is for him. Just needs someone like the Earthshaker or even the Silencer in the vicinity. And he can pretty much bring down heroes like the Pugna or the Shaman if they aren't with their team. But Axel's got his Blink Dagger. I hope Akatsuki do come prepared with vision. Maybe Pain on the Shaman is carrying a couple of sentries. This is what they need if they hope to keep the push going. Also, an early push item on the Pugna would be nice. Not really sure what's ideal for this game. He would do good to have a Hood of Defiance by himself. For himself, what am I saying? A Hood would be nice. A mech would be really good. Greaves would get rid of the silence. Yeah, I actually would like a Greaves as his next item. Good for a squad, good for him as well. Akatsuki pushing down the bottom lane. This time Pugna is all by himself in the mid lane. I'd really like to see JMD distract the Pugna and bring him down. But it might be too little too late because along with the Mass Serpent mods, they're taking down this tier 2 without much contest from JMD. Tista is just farming in the mid lane. He's trying to farm up his Blink Dagger. I think JMD, I mean, they've just accepted the fact that they're going to give up this tier 2 without much contest. No Mass Serpent wards for a bit, but Akatsuki, they popped a smoke and they're just patrolling the Radiant jungle, possibly waiting for someone to show in the bottom lane. Say my name on that Venomancer. Really poor at this point. Batrider jumps in, he's got the lasso, he's got Artista. This could be another tier 2 for Akatsuki. JMD getting picked off. The tier 2 in the mid lane. Taking a fair bit of damage. Venomancer trying to catch up in the bottom lane. I mean, it's only going to be a matter of time before JMD lose all the outer tier 2s. Rish, it's going to be a while before he gets that Blink Dagger. I'm not in favor of a skill build. I mean, I have mixed opinions of a skill build. So, Fissure gives you more damage with every level, but putting points into your third spell or Aftershock increases your stun duration and increases your stun damage as well. Why would you not get the Aftershock? The lockdown is possibly more important than the damage he's outputting. Or maybe JMD just feel that at this point they need the Earthshaker to do the most damage in team fights. Last tier 2 being sieged, no contest just yet from Artista and the boys. What's the plan here for Akatsuki? Just hold on to high ground? With what? I mean, what is that item that's going to make all the difference? Hook comes out from the Pudge, doesn't connect. OD. I mean, it's a really futile effort at this point. They're fighting into a nether ward. Madara takes a fair amount of damage. He's lost the ages though. Maybe JMD could somehow manage to get a couple of kills here. Carapace will manage to connect. The global silence was heard. Axel with the lasso. He's got the OD, the most important target. Madara slams the ground, but Smoke did have a 4-star, and now they control the Usa. They brought him down as well. The Venomous Gale did come out from the Venomancer, and the hook not going to connect onto him. OD hunting for more. He wants Axel. The lasso committed. Smoke manages to get the Astral off on someone. I'm not really sure who. Plague Ward's being dropped as well. It's the Pudge. The Mass Serpent Ward's committed the Echo Slam as well. But the Nether Ward will ensure that the Earthshaker falls, while Artista is having the life sucked out of him from the Pugna. Oh, Mane Pembe. I don't know what his name means, but he's just doing a whole lot of damage, and those Nether Wards just making life an absolute nuisance for JMD. Mamacita dropping low, brought down the Nether Wards along with the Mass Serpent Ward teaming up, and one stray Nether Blast will catch the Venomancer. It's a team wipe coming out from Akatsuki, and it's an ultra kill on the Pugna, who's almost completed his Axe Scepter along with his Aether Lens in sub 20 minutes. Beautiful stuff coming out from Akatsuki. They got the tier 2. JMD wanted to force the issue, and JMD ended up being punished for it. Smoke did manage to get a kill in the previous engagement thanks to his first half, but he's going to need a whole lot more to JMD hope to win his team fight successfully here. Jesus, even Shaman's getting his accepted in a bit. Akatsuki are playing some real good Dota here. Madara, he's queued up the Skull Basher. I'd honestly like a PKB. It's going to make sure that Madara doesn't get kited. But yeah, possibly after he completes his Skull Basher and the Abyssal first up. Artista on the hunt. This time he's got his Blink Dagger. The Shaman could be a nice and easy kill. But there's detection. They see the Nyx Assassin and they've caught him in place with the Shackles. The Shackles, well, they're long enough. But Axel, he's not going to overcommit. He knows his team is not nearby. Akatsuki playing some excellent disciplined Dota at this point. Oh, Mane Pembe though. He's really out of position. The Fisher is going to block the punch. The Impale not going to connect on anyone. The Hook not going to connect as well because Nyx, well, he blinked the hell out of there. And Smoke caught with the Flaming Lasso. Where's the use of his physical damage when you need him? Well, he pops the face boots and just runs the hell out of there. They're chasing for more. Shaman knows that he can get the lockdown if he has a little bit of vision to work with. Huge ultimates being expended by both sides there. But Akatsuki, they're going to just march into the Rosh Pit. No global silence. Nothing to fear. And just going to wait patiently. But mid lane, Axel, he's being caught out. He's eaten the Venomous Gale along with the Poison Nova. Pugner trying to heal up his Bat Rider. Smoke takes a whole lot of damage to the Nether Blast. And once again, this pesky ward is just going to push back all of JMD. The Hook not going to connect. Artista providing them the vision once again. Pugner draining the life out of the Venomancer. Madara, he's got the Aegis and a double damage rune. The Batrider did end up going down though. I'd really like to see Akatsuki be a little patient, heal up, wait for the Batrider to respawn and go again. Yeah, they're going to do just that. Oh, Mane Pembe is just going to push out the top lane. And seems to be going for the BOTs. The movement speed is nice, and just wants to be able to move across lanes and apply pressure onto towers early on. This Pugner, the Pugner has worked out wonderfully well for them. The Batrider is back up. Shaman has his Ag Scepter. I don't know how JMD deal with this. They probably have to hope to find a pick-off before JMD reaches their base. Or you just group up as 5 and wait up your high ground patiently and hope that somehow you win the team fight. But really, it's Madara with the Aegis and Shaman with the Mars Serpent wards along with the Axe Scepter. So he's got that split shot to work with from those Mars Serpent wards along with the reduced, the increased attack range. Global Silence comes off. Madara doesn't care. He's already jumped in. Mamacita's dead. He's pressed his button and he's died on the Silencer. Nether Blast doing its work onto the tier 3. The ward being dropped from the Pugner as well. Artista being lassoed right back. The Astral Imprisonment defensively might just be enough. Echo Slam committed, but look at that. Madara rips them a new one. Takes down the Venomancer. Takes down the Earthshaker. And all they lost was a Shaman. They still had the Aegis on the Ursa. And Pugner's healing them all up. She's going for round 2. The Poison Nova did nothing. And the tier 3 is falling. No buybacks on any of the heroes on the side of JMD. Drax under siege, melee barracks dropping low. Madara only too happy to being brought down here. He's got the ages. Axel jumps in for more. Mamacita dropping low. Chalk onto two of them. Have they got detection? They do. They do see Atisha right now. Somebody did have detection. Doesn't matter. Axel gets the kill. And they're just going to move on to the mid lane now. Pugna even has the cheese. Madara still has the ages. Axel's lasso's coming off cooldown in a bit. Smoke. How does he hold? I mean, it's looking like a real uphill task for JMD here. They've got no Echo Slam. They've got no Poison Nova. Just going to try and bring down Madara here. Madara wouldn't be too opposed to just losing his ages. Yeah, the last word and the Arcane Curse will do its trick. That Nether Ward though, doing a lot of work. Mamacita wants to take it down as soon as possible. It's really not letting JMD do anything in these fights. The melee barracks under siege. Artista jumps in, he gets the impale, takes a whole lot of damage from the Nether Ward and gets hooked as well. The last blast from the Nether Ward will ensure he falls down, and Venomancer's gone in. The life sucked out of him and the physical damage from Madara ensures he falls. Oh, Mane Pembe didn't get to use the cheese, or used it and ended up going down either way. JMD, they're fighting back, and how Rish jumps in with the Enchanter Rim. He's got enough lockdown. Smoke gets the kill. And Shaman, not sure what he was trying to do there. Probably dropped the Mass Serpent Ward stop. But Akatsuki pretty much got what they came for. They got a laner frags and the melee barracks at mid. And now they can move on to smaller structures like the shrine, replenish their health and mana, and go once again. Axel's even getting his BKB. And then there's absolutely no answer to this Batrider other than the damage coming out from the Poison Nova, and I don't know who's going to do actual physical damage to this Batrider. "26 minutes in, 20,000 net worth advantage in favor of Akatsuki. They're in the driver's seat. JMD, they have to pray that they find pickoffs before Akatsuki come up high ground once more. Looks like they're going to do just that. Puck in a bit of bad luck. Excuse me, Pudge in a bit of bad luck. Rish did get the Echo Slam off, but he was hooked immediately. Shaman goes in aggressively with the Hex, with the Shackles onto the OD. Artista with the Impale will ensure that the Shaman ends up falling. Global Silence committed. The Spike Carp is buying them a little bit of time. Smoke wants to TP out of their hook. No, not gonna happen. Artista still in the vicinity though. Now there's a BKB on the Ursa. 28 seconds and the Shaman's going to be back. Probably going to TP onto a shrine. Just head towards the top lane, drop those Mass Serpent ones. Artista, not sure what the plan is. Yeah, buys the TP, but 30 seconds until he can TP back. He's probably going to have to walk it. He could cut the creep wave if he wants to. This time around, the Nether Ward is a little far off. Earthshake has his blink as well. So, if Akatsuki are not careful, one of their cores could be on the wrong side of a Fisher. A kill on any of these cores is a lot of gold into the pockets of JMD. But the Shaman's here. Smoke coming out from Akatsuki. He possibly thinking of wrapping around through the mid lane. Pugna, all by himself. Caught out of position with the Atos. 3 heroes from the side of JMD on top of him. The hook though. Oh, it barely misses. They've lost the Pugna. One of their main sources of push. But the Mass Serpent wards along with Madara are doing their work. Earthshaker doesn't have the Echo Slam just yet. Say my name, trying to do his best. They've lost their tier 3. A lane of barracks is all that remains. They're working through the Mass Serpent wards. Do Akatsuki overcommit here? The Global Silence is coming off cooldown in a bit. Artista jumps in. The Impale's gonna miss. Say yourself, looking for the hook. Gets the hook onto the Venomancer. He's got the Poison Nova. He unleashes it. Ursa's right on top of him. But the Astral's going to buy the Venomancer a little bit of time. But is that really what he needs? He's got a 4-staff coming out from the OD, if I'm not mistaken. He's dropping low. The Global Silence has been committed. Madara's BKB wasted and a 4-staff to scurry away. Akatsuki, bruised and battered, but still alive. Artista chasing them up to their own shrine. A kill here would be very tempting. Maybe Bane. He's out of position. He falls to the Vendetta here as well as the Impale. And they're looking for more. Artista jumps in with the Spike Carapace. Elsewhere, Ursa's engaged. Not really sure who's in the Astral though. Artista caught in the Dismember elsewhere near the shrine. OD manning up, pops the Sanity's Eclipse. Not any luck on his side. And Pudge stays alive as well. Nyx will manage to blink the hell out of there. And immediately run away to a shrine. Mid lane, Pugna chasing for more. Live drain as well as the Nether Blast, ensuring that the silencer is brought down as well. 44 seconds no OD, 12 seconds no Shaman, 20 seconds no Mars Serpent Wards. But the Pugna with the Nether Blast is more than enough at this point. Artista jumps in. The Spike Carapace is on point. The Impale as well as the Mana Burn doing a whole lot of damage. Axel just pulls him right back. The Nether Ward committed. The Life Drain is there. Rish with the Enchant Totem, with the Echo Slam, with the kill. Buys JMD a much needed lifeline. They do lose Artista though. But this is Akatsuki pushing without the Pugna. A last lane of barrack stand for JMD. The hook is on point. Venomancer doesn't have the Venomous Gale. Excuse me, he doesn't have the Poison Nova either. He's surrounded. He's trapped. 3 heroes on the side of Akatsuki. Managed to bring him down. They forced out a buyback. Maybe Pain just drops the Mars Serpent Wards. Everybody's fought back. Akatsuki need to be careful though. They've lost the Serpent Wards, they've dropped rather fast, but Ursa jumps in, he's right on top of the Venomancer. The Astral is going to buy a little bit of time. Nothing to target the Venomancer just yet, and Venomancer is going to scurry away to his fountain. Axel in the trees, blinks right back out of there. They did at least force the BKB from the Ursa. And Venomancer still has the Poison Nova to work with. Probably going to wait for the next Roshan, who's going to respawn in 10 seconds. I'd like to see Akatsuki just take out the shrine because it's easy access to the Rosh Pit. Pugna's respawn. Rosh is going to be up in a bit. Yeah, maybe Pain has the right idea. JMD though, smoked up, moving towards the Rosh Pit. They have thrown out the scan, it hasn't clipped up onto anyone. Rish, checking the pit. And Ursa jumps in. The hook is there. They've got smoke. The Global Silence will ensure that the Dismember doesn't come out. Venomancer unloads the Poison Nova. Ursa dropping low, but he's got a shrine. Axel can go in for round 2. He's got the lasso. He's got the Venomancer. The Venomancer with no backup this time has his life sucked out of him dry by the Pugna. And Smoke, well, he wants to run, but he 4-staffs aggressively. He sees the Shaman. He gets the Shaman, but at what cost? He's fallen to the Ursa without any buyback on the Venomancer. They've fallen fast and they've fallen how. Axel gets another. He's chasing for more. He wants the Earthshaker, but the Earthshaker's gone out of there. Akatsuki just walk into the Rosh Pit. Pugna marches down mid. He's forcing out buybacks. Takes down a lane of ranged barracks. Damn tongue twisters. And he's just going to move on to the shrines maybe. Roshan in Madara's pocket. While I presume the Pugna will pick up the cheese. Not sure if OD can do anything about it all by himself here. He has managed to catch the Pugna with the Rod of Atos. Quick decrypt is going to buy him some time. An Astral to run away coming out from smoke. Pugna is just going to, well, murder one of the range creeps and heal back up to full health. Madara's got the Abyssal as well. And this is possibly the last push coming out from Akatsuki. Can JMD hold?
Radiant's top shrine is under attack.
JMD working with the lane of barracks and 26,000 net worth deficit. How do they hold? Pugna's even got a Dagon to work with. Earthshaker pretty much has to hit the Echo Slam of his life. Smoke's going in. Under cover of smoke. They are not going to get anyone. Rod of Atos onto Madara. He pops the BKB, turns towards smoke. The global silence is there. It's going to ensure that the Shaman doesn't get any further lockdown. Artista goes in and Astral holds Artista in place while Axel jumps in. He's got the Astral. He's got the lasso. He's got the OD. The Echo Slam is there from Rish, but look at his life go. Pugna doing a whole bunch of damage. Artista will fall. Smoke held in place with the shackles. The life drain taking away his health points. And Mamacita being controlled with the decrypt, with the nether blast, with the life drain. JMD have lost 4. Excuse me, make that 5, and they're possibly going to lose a lane of barracks. Akatsuki, they have stuck through the ESL India Premiership, and they're finally getting to become a much more cohesive team. With every game, they've just gotten better, and I think, my friends, we have a dark horse in this tournament. Akatsuki here executing a well done push strat and making it look way easier than it actually is. Anyway, folks, that is it as far as the Dota 2 broadcast is concerned for the day. My name is Vivek. You can find me, like me, flame me at facebook.com/VivekCasting. Really had a fun time today. I will be back tomorrow as well. See you. Adios.